Well, dear students, in the last class we discussed about the postulates of Bohr model of an atom. Okay, Bohr model of an atom by considering what? Hydrogen atom. Correct? According to that, what? Electrons are revolving around the positively charged nucleus with fixed radius and energy, and the particular path is called as what? Stationary state, or it is also be called as what? Shell, or it is also be called as what? Orbits. And the energy of the electron usually doesn't change with the time, but only when it is undergoes excitation and emission from one stationary state to another stationary state, energy change may occur. And the change in the frequency or frequency of the radiation emitted or absorbed back can be calculated by means of a Bohr frequency rule, that is delta E by H. Then we have studied that the angular momentum of an electron is equal to integral multiple of h by 2 pi. So these are the different postulates of Bohr model of a hydrogen atom. So by considering the postulates of Bohr model of a hydrogen atom, we can use the postulate of Bohr model of a hydrogen atom to calculate the energy and the radius of a electron from the nucleus. Okay, what is the first use of the Bohr model of hydrogen atom? Here, this Bohr model of hydrogen atom gives important information about the principal quantum number. Okay, which tells about the principal quantum number, which tells about the principal quantum number. What do you mean by the principal quantum number? You know that this is a positively charged nucleus and these electrons are revolving around the nucleus concentrically in a particular path, that is usually called as what? Stationary state. If at all the electron is present in the first stationary state, here notation given as n is equal to 1. So here n is equal to what? The principal quantum number. Principal quantum number which tells about the shell to which electron belongs. Okay. So here this principal quantum number tells about in which orbit actually the electron is present. If n is equal to 1 and first shell, first orbital, first stationary state, or first energy state electron present at the closure. So second n is equal to 2. Okay, n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3, n is equal to 4, etc., which tells about the shell to which electron belongs. See, in case first shell electron is usually given as a K shell, L shell, M shell, N shell, continue ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಈ ರೀತಿ. So about this quantum number in detail we are going to discuss later. ಮತ್ತೆ again study ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. So by using the postulates of Bohr model of a hydrogen atom, which tells about the principal quantum number to which electron belongs, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ particular orbits ಅಲ್ಲಿ electron ಇದೆ ಅಂತ we can easily represent by means of a principal quantum number. So first use of the Bohr model of a hydrogen atom. What is the second use of Bohr model of a hydrogen atom? That is important one. Second is to calculate the energy of an electron. We can easily calculate the energy of an electron, and we given the formula to calculate the energy of electron if it is present at different orbit, different shell. n ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಯಾವ particular orbit ಅಲ್ಲಿ electron ಇದೆ ಅಂತ represent ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. If that is usually given by minus RH 1 by n square joule. Energy is given in terms of minus RH 1 by n square, where RH value is equal to 2.18 into 10 to the power minus 18. Remember, this is important formula to calculate the energy of electron. Okay, what the negative value represents? Negative value represents the stability of electron. Negative value represents what? Stability of electron. If the electron has got the more negative value, high negative value value idre, which represent that electron is very close to the nucleus and that electron is highly stable in the nature. Okay, ಈಗ E1 electron first stationary state ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರೆ what is the energy? Value substitute ಮಾಡಿ, that is minus 2.18 into 10 power 18 minus 18 divided by 1 by 1 square first shell. So E1 ಏನಿದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಅನ್ನು substitute ಮಾಡಿ, what is the value? That is minus 2.18 into 10 to the power minus 18 joule. Correct? ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ if at all the electron is present at the second stationary state, what is the value? If it is there at the second stationary state, minus 2.18 into 10 power minus 18, 1 by 2 square. 1 by 2 square is equal to 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 into minus 2.18 into 10 power minus 18. The value is 0.546 into 10 to the power minus 18 joule. There is the values and calculate martha hote. You can clearly observe that the negative value is slowly reduces. ಆಯ್ತಾ, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೈ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋದಾಗೆ ಇಟ್ ಶೋಸ್ ದಟ್ electron is going away from the nucleus. Electron is going away from the nucleus. When the electron is present at the first shell, it is usually shows a more negative value, and that negative value what it becomes reduces later. Okay, and we can say that it is almost reaches to the zero value as the electron going away from the nucleus. When the electron is present at the infinite shell, the infinite number allidaga, what happens, the energy is usually considered as zero, which shows that we can easily remove the electron from the atom. Normal process ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು the atom in the electron remove ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಷ್ಟು easiest step ಅಲ್ಲ. We require a lot of energy to remove the electron from the atom. Okay, so electron ಅನ್ನು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಅಂತ ತೆಗಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. Usually we remove the electron from the outermost orbital ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ electron ಅನ್ನು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಯಾಕೆ? Because it is usually having the high energy. That means we require small energy to remove that electron. ಅಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಎನರ್ಜೆಟಿಕಲಿ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ, ಆರ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ ರಿಮೂವ್ ದಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ by means of ionization energy concept. So less energy is required to remove the electron when it is present away from the nucleus, and more energy is required to remove the electron when it is there close to the nucleus. Remember that. Okay, and this negative value represents what? The stability of electron. So the more stable electron is the one which is very close to the nucleus, that is usually the first shell orbit, first shell electrons in the first shell. Okay, and we can also calculate the radius of electron, from the nucleus, nucleus is the electrons ಎಷ್ಟು ದೂರ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ we can calculate by means of a formula, that is Rn is equal to A naught n square picometer. The formula is formula unit is picometer. Pico in the sense 10 to the power minus 12 meter. Right. So here A naught value is 2. The Bohr radius constant, it is 52.9. Okay, value is 52.9. So which shows that in the first shell electron, usually it is in the distance radius of the electron from the nucleus is 52.9 picometer. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಶೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಡಬಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ, 52.9 into 2 square ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is 4. So what is the value? Calculate ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಿ. Which is also gives an important information that as an electron going away from the nucleus, its radius is usually what? Increases. Radius of the electron from the nucleus is also what? Increases. Okay, here as the E value increases as the here as the Rn value increases, electron is going away from the nucleus, and here if the En value increases means what? The electron becomes less stable. That the electron becomes less stable. So these are the two formula usually used to calculate the energy and radius of hydrogen atom. Remember, ಇದೆರಡು formula ನಾವು ಯಾವುದು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು of hydrogen atom. Okay, and one of the third important postulate of hydrogen, this Bohr model of hydrogen atom is fourth one is it is also used to calculate the energy and radius of other uni electron system. You can also calculate the energy and radius of other uni electron system. Other uni electron system andre other than the hydrogen. If you consider the elements like other than hydrogen andre yavadu bರುತ್ತೆ helium, next lithium, next beryllium, next boron. Correct? Usually hydrogen and helium and ಎಷ್ಟು electrons ಇದೆ, atomic number ಎಷ್ಟು helium ಇದು Z and atomic number ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 3, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 4, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 5 ಅದು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್, ಅಪ್ ಟು 30 ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ನಂಬರ್ ತನಕ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಪಿರಿಯಾಡಿಕ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಇದ್ರೆ, ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಇದ್ರೆ, ಆ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಒಂದು 30 ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ತನಕ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನು ಇಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರೇಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ 30 ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ತನಕ 30 ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ನಂಬರ್ ತನಕ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, then oxygen, then fluorine, neon, ಆ ರೀತಿ 30 ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ತನಕ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನು ಅದರ ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ನಂಬರ್ ವೈಸ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಸಹ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ಯೂನಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ 2 electron, 3 electron, 4 electron, 5 electron. Uni andre the system containing single electron. You can easily calculate the energy and radius. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ 2 electrons ಇರುವ ಕಾರಣ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು electron ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ you have to remove one electron. After the loss of one electron, I can represent this as helium plus. Okay, and here lithium ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1 electron ಬರಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ 2 electrons eject ಆಗಬೇಕು. So after the loss of 2 electron, lithium is represented as a which is having single electron. ಇಲ್ಲಿ beryllium ಅಲ್ಲಿ which is having single electron, and here which is having single electron. ಆಯ್ತಾ? So 4 electron loss ಆದರೆ it becomes what uni electron. So you can calculate the energy and radius of the uni electron systems. Okay, but formula change ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Remember, formula change ಆಗ್ತದೆ. hydrogen atom ಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇದು formula. But if you consider the hydrogen-like atom or the system containing the uni electron system, you can calculate by means of a formula. ಯಾವ formula? ಇದೇ formula, but ಇಲ್ಲಿ atomic number ಅನ್ನು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. That is minus RH Z square by n square. Z square by n square. Where the RH value is the same, Z square by n square. Where the Z is equal to what? Atomic number. n ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದೇನು ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಮ್ ನಂಬರ್. ಮತ್ತೆ RH value is to 2.18 into 10 to the power minus 18. Okay. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ how can we calculate the radius? Radius is also the same formula, 52.9, same formula, but here when you write when you use the formula for hydrogen like atom, the formula is n square by z. Here it is z square by n square. Formula difference note ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. hydrogen ಆದರೆ minus RH 1 by n square, hydrogen like atoms ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ that is z square by n square. And here radius of hydrogen ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ a naught n square. hydrogen like atoms ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ a naught n square by z. Okay, we discuss some of the numerical problems based on the formulas. We discuss some of the For example, calculate the energy associated with the first orbit of ಈ ರೀತಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿಗೆ. Calculate the energy associated with problems note down ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Calculate the energy associated with calculate the energy associated with calculate the energy associated with first orbit of helium. First orbit of helium. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. And also calculate the radius. Also calculate the radius. Question correct note ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Note down the question. Calculate the energy associated with the first orbit of helium and also calculate its radius. Okay. See, if the question is like this, what you have to do is consider whether it is hydrogen or hydrogen-like atom. So, ಇಲ್ಲಿ hydrogen-like atom, unielectron system, but hydrogen ಅಲ್ಲ. So, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಯಾವ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಆ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದು ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಹೀಲಿಯಂ, ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಹೀಲಿಯಂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So, it is 2. And n ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. n ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ಬಿಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So, n is equal to 1. So, the first energy state ಅಲ್ಲಿ when electron is there in the first energy state, what is its energy? So E1 is equal to minus RH. First formula bariva. Energy is equal to En is equal to minus RH Z square by N square. ಆಮೇಲೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡುವ. Energy in first stationary state is equal to minus 2.18 into 10 to the power minus 80 into Z square, that is 2 square divided by N square, that is 1 square. That is minus 2.18 into 10 to the power 18 minus 18 into 2 square, right? 4 into 4. The value is minus 8.72 into 10 to the power minus 18. So, answer note ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. It is minus 8.72 into 10 to the power minus 18 joule. Okay. So, energy of the electron in the first orbit of helium it is. Similarly, calculate the radius. Radius is equal to A naught N square divided by Z picometer. So, first orbit R1 is equal to 52.9 N square 1 square divided by 2 picometer. That is 52.9 divided by 2, that is 26.45 picometer, exactly half. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ಬೇರೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಸಹ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಬೇರೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಸಹ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. ಹೀಲಿಯಂ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ದ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಬಿಟ್. Energy associated with the second orbit of helium ಬದಲು lithium ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ. How can you write the answer? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ Z ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತದೆ? lithium, hydrogen, helium, lithium 3. So Z is equal to 3. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇದೆ. So N is equal to ಎಷ್ಟಾಗಬೇಕಲ್ಲಿ? 2. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಈ ರೀತಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಯಾವ ಆರ್ಬಿಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ವಾಟ್ N. ಯಾವ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬೇರೆ, ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾನ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್. ಆಯ್ತಾ? The information, important information you got from the what this is, as the radius increases, what happens? Electron going away from the nucleus, and as the energy of the electron increases, which shows that electron is going away from the nucleus, and the stability of the electron is slowly what? Reduces. Okay. Even though you can calculate the radius and energy of the electron, here this Bohr model of an hydrogen atom also has got some of the limitation. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮುಗಿಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಟಮ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪ್ರಿಡಿಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಬೋರ್ ಒಂದು 50% ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. 50% ಈ ಗಿವನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಆಟಮ್, ಅದರ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದರ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಇಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ರಿವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಅದರೆಲ್ಲರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಬೋರ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ even though what it doesn't explain some of the factor, that is it doesn't explain the chemical bonding between the atom. ಈಗ ಎರಡು ಆಟಮ್ ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಎರಡು ಆಟಮ್ ನಡುವೆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಇಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ವಾಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ದ what Bohr model of an hydrogen atom. And in one of the postulate, he said that angular momentum of an electron is equal to integral multiple of h by 2 pi. ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಪಾಸ್ಟುಲೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಮಾಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ವಾಟ್ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ h by 2 pi ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್, ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಡಿರೈವೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು h by 2 pi ಎನ್ನುವಂಥ ಪ್ರೂಫನ್ನು Bohr model of hydrogen atom ಕೊಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. So he fails to explain why the angular momentum is equal to what integral multiple of h by 2 pi. And also he doesn't explain the fine structure of hydrogen atom. ಈಗ NMR ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾ ಅಂತಿದೆ, ಆ ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ sometimes it produces a singlet, sometimes it produces the singlet, sometimes it produces a doublet. Okay, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಏನು spectra, fine structure of the spectra is not explained by the Bohr model of hydrogen atom. And one more important limitation is why it fails in the sense it doesn't give the information, that is it does not explain about the Heisenberg uncertainty principle and dual behavior of electron. ಹೇಗೆ ಲೈಟ್ಗೆ ಡ್ಯುಯಲ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ ಇದೆಯಾ, ವೇವ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ನೇಚರ್ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಶೋಸ್ ದ ಡ್ಯುಯಲ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್, ಒಂದು ವೇವ್ ನೇಚರ್, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ನೇಚರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ದ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಲೀಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಬೋರ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಡ್ಯುಯಲ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ ಆಫ್ ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಡ್ಯುಯಲ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ ಆಫ್ electron is not explained by what Bohr model of hydrogen atom, and also the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Dual behavior of electron and the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, that will be gives you the development leading to the quantum mechanical model of an atom. ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ ನಂತರ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಮ್ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಆನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಏನು ಪ್ರಪೋಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ವಿಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಡ್ಯುಯಲ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ ಆಫ್ electron, what is the Heisenberg uncertainty principle in our next class. Okay, right.